Isabella. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Hi, Z.
how are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. You look great. Oh,
Oh, thank
pretty
you.
green colored sweater. I love that color of teal. Very pretty. Is
Yeah,
it kind of teal? Yeah, love it.
it's yeah, it's not as green as it looks on there. It's more blue, but yeah, it's got that hint of green.
Oh, cool. Hey, Gwen is here.
Hey, Gwen.
Nice to see you all today.
So how are you? Fun
Yeah,
day?
yeah, I was busy today. How about you? Did you get some work done? Are you working? Or are
Yeah.
you doing
No,
your books? You ready to
I'm
write?
back to writing.
Yay, good for you. I think I'm going to use this as some productivity time. I need to do a few things and email author business productivity time today. But yes, so yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So,
I was just
yeah, how
sorry. I
was
was
your,
just trying to write a post on Facebook in another book group recommending Kate's books
mm,
because they wanted funny books. So
aw,
I'm going to finish that off when I get back to when
aw.
we start the sprint. Hi, Easy Graphics.
Easy's here, Gwen's here, Isabella's here. Thanks, Gwen. And nice to see Easy. We haven't seen him
Yeah.
for a while, and he's back. He's back in action. Jocelyn's here.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Sending us her unicorn like usual. Can't
Oh, Easy's
start
not in for
without
long.
his unicorn. I know. Without
No.
Jocelyn's unicorn. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Yes, yeah. Busy times. Oh my gosh. Doesn't it feel like there was like this lull and then all of a sudden, the new year is like, and everyone's just crashing forward trying to power through all their whatever they want to do to get the year started. I know.
There's a lot of stuff going on in January. Like, so many people seem to be running challenges and courses and all this
Oh
stuff in
yeah.
January, and I'm like, loads of those look really great, but they're all running from the week beginning the 17th.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can't do 6 of them in that week, you know?
No, no, especially, yeah, yeah. And when I used to sell in direct sales, we used to do 2 New Years. We used to do January and then July, because
Okay.
usually about halfway through the year, you kind of need a refocus and so I'm sure that some of those that you see now probably also will be seen later in the year,
Yeah, I
unless
would
they
think so.
specifically say this is a one-time course right now, I mean,
Yeah,
but some of the bigger ones probably are going to be seen later.
yeah.
Um, if they're email dripped courses, those are easy because then if I don't see the email that day, I at least save them, to go back and look at later. Those are always the
Yeah,
best.
although I just joined one
Mm-hmm.
and the email said, let me just pull it up real quick. I'll send you an email with each day I'll send you an email with 2 or 3 guest interviews, and this is between the 17th and the 28th of January. You'll have 48 hours to watch each one.
Oh
And I'm like,
wow, yeah,
that is
that's
not a lot.
that's evil.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah, that is tough. It
So
really,
we'll see.
comes down to choices and deciding, what you need to learn the most right now in your business.
Yeah.
And really, kind of, sorry, I'm putting lotion on my hands,
That's okay.
on my arms, trying to decide, where you need the most help, which part of your business
Yeah.
needs the most author love, and then deciding, where will you put your love?
Yes.
What little pockets of love from which courses or books do you need, Of course, I am on a spending freeze, so I admire you for,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh no, in
think
fairness,
I've
these were
done pretty
free.
good. Huh? They were all
These are
free.
free.
That's awesome. That's
I'm
awesome.
always on a spending freeze, and I can't
Yeah,
think why I got this one.
yeah, yeah.
Where I got this one.
What's it
I
called?
have to
What are you
share it
looking
in
at?
the group.
What's it called?
Um, it's by Emma Deci, and it's Be a Bestseller 3.0, Structure Your Story for Success. Oh no, you know what? I think that was one Erica shared in the group.
Oh, oh, very cool. Very cool.
So,
Yeah, Gwen's most of my time needs to go to actually writing right now. Exactly. So much,
right?
we only have so much time. It's almost like you have to dedicate, an hour twice a week or something to learning time.
Well,
I was telling somebody the other day, I need to give myself permission to take that hour or two, that it's okay to not be writing. It's okay to not be doing anything else or marketing or, put my day job aside to spend an hour actually educating my brain, and
yeah,
kind of taking that
definitely.
time out to do that. Because it's a little bit of a guilty feel. I've got all this other stuff I want to do or need to do. And then to take time out to learn when I know I need to do it, or to just skim something or skim an article, like without taking it in depth and doing more with it. So you have
Yeah.
to give yourself permission. But what were we going to say?
It's one of the things I miss about university, when literally all I had to do with my life was go to lectures and do coursework. I didn't have children to look after. I didn't have a husband to worry about.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job. I had a job for a small part of it, but
Yeah.
mostly I didn't have it. I had just lectures and drinking and homework. And that was it. And it was bliss.
It was, I'm sure. Yes.
That's not what I was going to say, though. I was going to say, I was thinking that I'd watch, or I'd put the videos on in the background while I'm doing my work. And hopefully some of it'll go in anyway.
Right.
It won't be dedicated learning time, but
I do that now and then, like, because I feel like, well, if I half listen, a point or two might make it through, especially if it's a topic I know a little about and feel comfortable with. But yeah, if I want to go in depth, I need to focus.
Oh yeah.
I need the foci. Is that a word? Is that the singular focus? I don't know.
Foci.
Or is foci the plural?
It's definitely a word.
Is it a word? Okay. Well, that's good to know. I didn't just make something up.
A point of convergence of light or other electromagnetic radiation. Another name for focal point, focal length.
Oh, focal point. Yeah. So I guess technically it's not exactly a focus, but it's like we would want to use it. But yeah, I can make it that. Yeah. We'll put it into our vernacular. All right. Shall we get going on our first 20?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should do it. Yeah. Let's go for it. You going to push the button? The timer button?
Yes, I will do that. And I will
do
see
that.
you all in 20 minutes.
Sounds good.
welcome back. Hopefully we're back anyway. How did y'all get on? Hey.
Hello. Ooh, let's boot that person out of here. There we go.
What person?
There was
I
on
didn't
my
even see
end,
them.
I could see that. Yeah. How'd you do? Did you get some words in? I know you're doing words today.
I am. I sent off my timesheet, having finally remembered it. Told myself like 6 odd times today to actually make sure I sent it off. And I got 230 words.
Oh, you and Megan were almost in a race. She got 291. Not that it's a competition. It just was
That's
funny
right.
because she
See.
just put that up right when you said what you got. That's awesome. I did a February promo and put a reader magnet up. So that was my productivity time because I didn't trying to get my newsletter promos and swaps all set in place because I haven't done them. I usually try to look a couple months ahead. So
Yeah.
94 for Isabella, Gwen Hunter, 382. You all are amazing.
Yay. Good job,
stuff.
everyone.
Good stuff. So, what else is going on? In the group, we have had just some really good shares and articles happening.
Yeah.
So
Been
that's
loads
been
of
nice
stuff
to
going on in the
see.
group.
Yes. You're getting inundated. Somebody's contacting you.
Yes.
I watched Story Origin and Book Funnel.
Oh yeah,
The
how was
thing
that?
or not Book Funnel. Story Origin and Book Brush. Like
Yes.
everything starts with a book.
Yes.
So yeah. So it was good. I mean, it was good. There was a lot of good info, but I felt like they were trying to go through it so fast, and then there were so many questions, and maybe it was because there were two of them, two different companies wanted to get their information in and stuff like that. But I think the Story Origin guy could have spent the entire hour, and really explained in depth, but it was enough. But also, the thing is, they both have tutorials, and it's just a matter, again, as authors, taking the time to sit through and watch their tutorials and learn how to do stuff. And the tutorials are great. So I went through them when I first started. Erica had FaceTimed me yesterday, and she was like, "I have a question," but and I didn't get back to her for a couple hours, so I didn't notice she had asked if she could call real quick, and but she said, "I found it in the tutorials." Yes, they're really good. So yeah, so yeah, it was good. And BookBrush is really good. These are just really nice tools, as authors that we can utilize to help us market, relatively inexpensively.
Yeah.
Isabella says, I have a question about self-publishing. How does it exactly work? Do you publish from a publishing place, if that makes sense? Or do you get copies of your book sent to you, then you sell them yourself? So it depends. And, I would definitely look up resources, Isabella, online for the comparison between traditional published, hybrid, and self-published. It also depends if you want your book on ebook or paperback or hardcover as to what kind of decisions you make. And basically, I made the decision to be self-published because I love the marketing end of things, but it's not for everybody because when you're self-publishing, you don't have a company, a big publisher behind you to do that stuff for you. And so there's some more expense and stuff involved when you're self-publishing. So you have to kind of weigh the options and make that decision yourself. If you self-publish, a lot of people start with Amazon, but there's also Wide, and you can list your ebook on Amazon. It doesn't cost anything, and you can list your book, but there's a lot to learn about it. So take your time with a decision. Don't rush into it. What do you think, Allie? Any advice for her?
No. Haven't done it yet. Don't know.
But I think you're going to go self-publishing, right? You're not going to, or are you going to try and get traditionally published? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe one day when I'm amazing.
Could be hybrid, situation
Yeah.
too. there are some amazing, I think I've read some trend articles and they said, there are some really amazing, like focused publishers, small publishers coming up, that are romance publisher, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
sci-fi, and that they're able to put more time and energy behind the books that they bring on than the big
Yeah.
publishers used to.
It's going to be really interesting to see how publishing changes over the next few years, because the self-publishing boom has really thrown the big publishing houses for a loop, I think.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see how they eventually get around to changing themselves to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now with like, there's a place here, I don't know if it's over where you are, Ellie, in the UK, but Barnes and Noble is like this huge, bookstore, brick and mortar, physical location across the United States bookstore. And they have now like a whole book talk table typically at a lot of Barnes and Nobles. And they have their own book talk account. And they're really, I think, for a retailer anyway, who's usually dealt with traditional publishers, I think it's kind of cool that they're, breaking the barriers of traditional publishing by embracing the indie side of things, so there could be some more changes underway for sure. So and then Isabella, you have audiobooks, so there's a lot of different, and then you have translation, and there's, if you think of your book, there could be like 6 different types of ways that you're able to market that book, because you've got these different avenues. You've got ebook and print and hardcover and audio, and what else is there? I guess there's only 4. No, translations 5. International 6. Like, there's just some different avenues, but you don't do it all. It all starts with one decision, and that is, how you're going to publish.
And then some people, even some self-publishing people, go the route of getting their own books and going out and doing book readings and book signings at like local bookstores and getting them, and they still do like kind of the analog. They get themselves in the local paper and in the local library and all that, and they do sell their books from their table and stuff. So there's so many different ways.
And also, you could hire people. Like, let's say you do want to do self-publishing, but excuse my voice, but you go out and find like a small publisher who's willing to take it on and market and do the marketing end, or you hire people to do marketing. So there's a lot of different ways around it, but it's a fun learning curve. I mean, it is fun, frustrating sometimes, fun usually. Depends on how you view marketing and business. My editor is also a literary agent. She said sports romance is really hard to sell right now because self-published authors are owning the market because they can put books out so much faster. Yeah, that's right.
See, I feel like that's going to be coming up in so very many genres soon, because self-published authors can just fire them out as quick as they can write and edit them, whereas traditional publishing, you're talking 2+ years for a book to come out.
Yeah,
after it's been written.
I have a publisher friend who, or an author friend, but in my real day job, he wrote a series of books for like the middle school age children, and they're just amazing. But he got a deal with Macmillan, and this was 3 years ago, and he was able to put it, he wrote a series, but with a deal with Macmillan, he could only put one out every year. So every May, they put another one out, and now he's got 3. So he's starting to see, his efforts that he's done the past 3 years trying to grow his author brand, finally kind of starting to pay him a little. But yeah, it's in that span of time, like the same self-published author, once they got up and running more than one book a year, like they could have, writing and publishing more than one book a year, they could have had like 3 or 4. So he, could have had like anywhere from 9 to 12 books out compared to his 3, So, but at the same time, and I wouldn't say I've seen what he's done to build his author brand. I wouldn't say that they got tons of like marketing support. Like he got a little, but it's just different than the 80s,
When the thing is, it harks back to the days when authors were told that readers didn't want that many books. Like, readers won't won't cope with it if you put out more than one a year. And you look around and you go, no, I'm pretty sure that even like 60 years ago, people would have been fine with those authors pumping those books out.
Yeah.
Like,
But also, you think about like before e-readers, we had to buy physical books, right?
yeah,
And so, they were a little more pricey, and maybe we didn't buy as much because, to buy one Nora Roberts at paperback at the grocery store every month is, $10 a month, right? But now with
was it?
digital, I don't know, $9.99
Because
for
like
a paperback,
prices have gone up a lot
$16.99.
in the last
Yeah,
20
but I
years.
mean, yes, I mean like, traditionally published back then, right? Like,
Like $4, $5.99.
4 or 5,
here.
I don't know, $4.99. You think? Even still, for that price, now that there's digital readers can get tons of books, and then KU came
Yeah.
out, and they can get tons of books. So the readers were actually driving the market a bit,
Yeah.
and driving authors to write more. So it kind of went both ways. Like authors realized, oh, I can put out more of my stories and not have to wait around, and readers were like, heck yeah, send them our
Yeah.
way.
This is the thing. It's like
It's
the publishers were like a bottleneck going, we just
mhm.
don't want this. And
We
readers
can't
were like,
afford
yes,
to.
we do.
Yeah.
And I just.
Yeah. And they can't, traditional couldn't afford to. They had only so much budget, so they can only support so many books, right? And of course, they would go for the bigger named authors and like, those that had runaway hits and stuff. And yeah, so they spent their money there. Even if you got a deal, you were, probably only supported in certain ways. So yeah, it's really changed. Readers are voracious now. Yeah, self-pub is going to be the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. But also at the same time, think hybrid. If you do have a breakaway hit, you might get some hybrid deals. If you also have, keep an eye on these smaller publishers in romance or whatever genre you're into, you might actually get in with a smaller publisher who does have 100 or 200 titles, but they're able to support them, in your genre kind of thing. There's lots of gatekeeping, and yes, lots of gatekeeping.
Oh my god, so much.
All right.
You what, editors are terrible for it. They're just, possibly that's just because I'm in the editor group, so I see it. But
where they bottleneck some books and hold on to them, or
no?
What do you mean?
Just that. I mean, there's going to be some of that in there, but editors, especially the ones who work in the publishing houses, they're like, well, this book isn't written up to standard, and this book isn't this, and this book. And I'm like, yeah. Sure.
But see, traditional publishers could be like, I don't know, they could be publishing the greatest, but then have like e-publishing arms where they let more go through,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they really missed the boat. But all right, we better head into our second 20. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Shall we do it?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah, we'll see you in 20. Nope. Go back.
Hey there, we are back. Kick out 2 more. Oh my gosh. Block user, block user. There we go. Crazy. Let's see. Allie. Definitely always gracious reader. I'd say it runs in the family, but neither of my children appears to have the gene. Take after their daddy. Prefer to watch things.
Crazy kids.
On their devices, will they? Because you can get like picture books, especially,
Yeah.
ebooks. So I used to do that, but I think even now, like this was 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, however many years ago when my kids were little. But even now, I think there's more children's books available on ebook. So I just on my KU would get one, for them to read on Kindle. But, yeah, I loved reading to my kids. Loved it, loved it.
See, I would have loved to read to my kids, but every time we got a book, all my kids wanted to do was turn the page, 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 turn the... And I'm like, oh my god, there's words on that page, let me read the words. And they're like, turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Look, we're done, Mummy, let's go.
You know what, they'll try it as they mature. Like a couple times a year, just try it again. I don't know, you probably do. But I notice like as they get older, they slow down a little, Oh my gosh. Yeah. My youngest, I have the cutest video and I've got to find it. It's sitting on one of our phones somewhere. But like he read, Green Eggs and Ham. Dr. Seuss, I assume should be internationally famous. And he sat there and read it, because he learned how to read it in school and learned through us, and he'd sit there and read it, and he would go, if you like Green Eggs and Ham, okay, I'll try it. Kind of read it, but read his own words. And, he was just so cute. Anyway,
That's adorable.
Yeah, they're not going to be cute like that for much longer. So, but anyway, it is adorable when they, maybe as he is in school, he'll get more. When your little one is in the preschool or whatever he's in right now, the play group, do they? I mean, they must sit them and teach them in a little circle to sit and listen to a book reading or watch a book reading. Do they tell you that he's into it there or not? Yeah.
They haven't really told me, but when because we go to playgroup every Friday morning that I stay with him at, and when the lady who runs that reads a story, he literally, because she sits them on the carpet and they have a drink and biscuit and she reads a story, and he sits with his back to her.
Oh.
And has absolutely no interest.
Wow. Yeah.
So he also doesn't want to sit there and sing, but he loves to sing most of the time. That's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, little personalities will develop, and he'll grow out of it and stuff.
But he gets
eventually.
Like his nursery sends books home every week, and we try and sit and read the book. So. Although at the moment we just mostly look at the pictures.
That's okay.
He points out sheep and things, and that's adorable.
Yeah. Even that's a learning experience, and that's interacting with a book, So it's okay. So you don't get to read him the story. I mean, he is at least looking at the pictures and stuff.
We have no idea what the stories are about.
I think isn't there a book that has a dot on every page, and that's all it is, like no words? Like it's a dot. My kids used to love those books that had no words but illustrations, and oh, and there was this one book, and I think he's pretty famous too. I have to remember the author, but he had is it Richard Scarry or something like that? And his books are like, do you know what I mean? They're illustrated scenes, and then it's like, can you find? And it's a seeky find, And they love those seeky find things too, because, again, no stories, but, can you find this? Can you find that? That kind of thing. And that was engaging because it was, and maybe your child's more visual. I'm pretty sure it's Richard Scarry.
Richard Scarry.
Arry.
Yeah.
If not, I'll find out and I'll text you.
He wrote What Do People Do All Day and The
Yeah.
Best Word Book Ever and Busy Town. That was it.
Busy Towns.
And
Yes, that was it. We had the
yeah,
game and everything. Oh my gosh, yeah.
like I
Yeah.
had some of those books when I was little.
Yeah. They're very
The Adventures of
visual.
Lowly Worm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. He also did. I think he's the one who also has like some learn to draw, like real easy learn to draw
Oh, cool.
books as well, that my kids got into later in the years at the library and stuff. But yeah, maybe your child's just more visual, Allie, than words,
Yeah.
and that's okay. So introducing them to very visual books, would be a really cool thing,
Maybe I
perhaps.
should try and introduce my eldest one to like comic books and stuff. Maybe
Graphic
that would be the
novels,
one. Yeah.
graphic novels, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because those are like, maybe it's just too much words and too boring or it takes too long to read. But like
Yeah.
visually being able to see the graphic novel, which is basically a comic book, but like
Yeah.
novel size. What was the one? What was the mouse books that you used to read? What was it called? Mm, there was a cute series of mice books that were graphic novels that they used to like.
Okay.
Anyway, I love children's literature. I have to say, I just adored. And I mean, you probably took the class too, going through teaching. We had the one class that was children's literature based, and oh my god, I just adored it. Yeah, if you give a mouse a cookie, those are cute. This was like graphic novels, though that they were like mice from England or something. They were actually had a whole universe below the earth that they were living in their own world, and it was really kind of cool. They had mysteries. They were mysteries. Mouse with mysteries.
Mouse Guard?
No, I have to think about it and let you know. It was really quite cute. Huh? No, that one was. It's not my son's yelling out from his desk. Oh my gosh, Allie. So I might be reconfiguring my office here so my husband can be in the same room with me.
Are you sure you want to do
I
that?
told him, well, he's on the dining room table. He has a little dusky thing in our front room, but I don't know, it's kind of dark in there. And, it's not, he's at our dining room table, which has the big windows looking out, and lighter and stuff. And so, which I used to sit there too. I used to like sitting there before I got the office redone. So, but I said to him, I said, you need to have a place where you can set your stuff and not have to be interrupted by meals and shifting your stuff off all the time and all that. And so I thought, okay, I think if he takes a desk behind me with a stool, actually moved a stool there, you probably can't see it, and then I'll shift my desk around to look out, and we'll see how it goes. But I told him, I said, whatever you do when I'm on a call or something, just don't burp or fart, because you know how men are. I mean,
Yes.
so I said, if I might do a blurry thing behind me or something so that people don't see him if he's home and stuff when I'm on.
Get like a green. We
The
keep talking
green
about putting a green
screen.
screen behind
I
me so you
know.
can't
Let's
see this
okay.
delightful mess.
Okay, Allie. This week, let's figure out green screen on StreamYard. We'll do it. We'll do it. That's going to be our goal. Okay.
I'm not sure I can do that this week.
Well, I'll
I'd
figure
have
it
to
out and I'll
actually
tell you how
buy
to do
some
it.
green fabricy
No,
stuff.
no. I think it's on StreamYard. It's digital. I don't think.
No,
Oh, you actually did.
you
You actually
can
have
do
to
it,
have that
I
thing.
think, but it really, really helps if you actually have a screen
Have it.
behind you.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
if you've got like piles of mess like this that it's got to try
Uh
and
huh.
blur out.
Well, I
I
know,
did
like.
try it one
Oh,
of the
did you
days that
try?
you weren't here. I tried
Mm-hmm.
doing the blur just on StreamYard,
Mm-hmm.
and Megan kept getting kicked
Oh.
off the thing, and I
Oh.
don't know that that was anything to do with it. But
Yeah.
equally, I don't normally use it, and that's never happened before or since. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
assuming.
Okay, so I'm going to we can't move the piano, Mom, but thank you. She always says yeah, the piano. We have this player piano that we inherited that doesn't work. I mean, you can play on it regularly. It's an antique, but it, we got it more for sentimental value because his brother used to play on it. And so anyway, But yeah, it takes up this whole half wall, about as big as my desk over there. You know, it's a big monstrosity. But unfortunately, it's also really heavy to move. Like the thing must weigh 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's horrendous. So it's staying where it is. Thanks, Mom, though, for the suggestion. All right, we better hit our next 20. So
Yep.
let's do it. Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
All
Oh,
right.
and great job, everyone, on your word count last time.
Yes, I was looking
I'm very
through.
impressed.
Big day. All right, everyone.
See you in 20.
big shout out to Jocelyn if she can even watch the rest of the video, because and as I was trying to get rid of the last Russian, the lines, the chat moved up and Jocelyn was blocked instead of the Russian, which then I had to block the Russian again. So I apologize, Jocelyn, that you got blocked, and we cannot find a way. We spent this whole last 20 minutes
Yeah.
trying to find a way to unblock you. We reached out to you on Facebook Messenger. We're hoping the next time you log in, I don't know if it's a permanent block or just for
I
this
don't know.
stream. I guess
See,
you'll
I was
be.
assuming it was permanent and a block on YouTube, which was stupid of me because obviously it's not. But
So we have a couple of things. We don't know what she probably don't know if she was entering our thing through Z or through Let's Write. So I wonder if
Z,
she could.
she must
She
have
was
been
on
on
Z.
Z because everyone's on Z.
So that's the other option, is she might be able to enter on Let's Write if it's permanent on Z. But I don't know.
I have
We
a
get
suspicion she's not blocked on YouTube.
yeah. She could also try through Facebook, but I don't know if StreamYard, if this is a StreamYard level thing versus like the other YouTubes and Facebook. So I guess you're gonna be our test case, Jocelyn, if you can even read, if you can even
so
watch
sorry,
this.
Jocelyn.
And we're so sorry.
And you've been such a very loyal fan.
I know, the loyalist. And she sends us
Yeah.
unicorns every week, and clearly we are not unicorns today. Oh, Jocelyn, I feel so bad. Damn Russians, I hope no, we'll probably get blocked by the FBI or something now because I said that. It's out there now.
I can't find one. I can't find a list anywhere, Megan.
Can you access list of people you bought? No, Maybe these are improvements we need to.
There's an option for banned guests, but that's guests who have actually come in to StreamYard as guests, not people who've come in on chat from somewhere. But we can ask StreamYard if it appears to be an
I wonder if they
problem,
would.
we can communicate.
We can say, hey, we need a way to unban people that were a mistake.
Yeah.
Now, when we go to ban people, there's an option to put a user in timeout instead of block users. So I wonder if we did that as a fail-safe, so this doesn't happen again, because I literally put in something right under her name, the last link or whatever I was putting in. No, I put my link in, then she said something, and then but it was right where the Russian was, and then everything shifted up when I was clicking on the Russian when her thing went in, and I blocked her instead, and it happened so fast in a blink of an eye. So
if you look on the YouTube it doesn't say they're blocked, it just says message deleted. So Jocelyn's all says message deleted.
Aww, Jocelyn.
Rather than blocked. So I don't think she's blocked on YouTube, but I don't know how it's going to affect.
I know. So
the next video.
What I'll do if she reaches out, because I reached out to her on Facebook Messenger. If she reaches out, I will do see if she has time to kind of do a little thing. We could set up a test StreamYard with her, and she can be our guinea pig because she is so amazing, and I feel so bad. So sorry, Jocelyn. These are the kind of things that happen to me all the time. They can only happen to me. I'm sorry, Jocelyn.
We'll fix it.
You are the unicorn, Jocelyn. You are. All right. Well, did anybody get any words done in that round? Clearly, Ollie and I did not. So, oh, there you go, sister.
Would you like to time out, or should I?
No, you go ahead.
Time out.
Time out. Oh, yeah, we can test the timeout feature. From timeout, can you block them?
No.
See, there's another one.
And they're only blocked for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be done in 5.
You can't block them from it.
Okay. All right. Well.
So.
Poop. Well, this is all, learning new technology. It's good for us, unfortunately.
One of those came in from somewhere else.
Oh, does it show you where it came in?
No. But only that top one is available on your Let's Write channel, so I'm guessing the other one came through on the Z Owen channel. I'm guessing the other one came through on the Let's Write channel. Oh, good job, Megan. You are
Yay.
like fire fingers again today.
I know. She's having a big week again. She gets her ideas and goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I don't know if anyone else is on here with us. I think when Duty called, she had to go. That might be all with us. Judith might be on here. I don't know if she's writing with us today. Anyway, whoever's here is here. We appreciate you being here. It was a fun Tuesday, lots of good chat. And yeah, we're going to be back Saturday.
Yay.
Hopefully with Jocelyn. We'll get it fixed by
Yes. We're going to fix it.
then. And yeah, got any plans the rest of the week, Allie? Anything interesting happening?
Bit of work, bit of play. Regular routine, pretty much.
Yep. It's very cold here, so it's hard to do that regular routine when it's so freezing.
I got a new car battery because my car battery died last week, which meant we couldn't do our fun thing on Wednesday, but we can tomorrow.
Yay! Oh, good. You were talking about that last week. That's right.
Yeah.
Good for you. Awesome.
Fixed it.
We'll have a really good time and enjoy it.
Yes.
Very cool.
Good.
All right. So I guess we should log off. Try our best to get a hold of Jocelyn here. And yeah, we'll see everybody on Saturday.
Yeah. Have a great week, everyone.
I'll push the button, shall I?
Okay.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.